What's up, everybody? Like, share, hit the bell notification. Y'all, for all of y'all dumb people who don't understand what the Supreme Court did with the Voters' Right Act, because I got so many comments, especially on my Facebook channel, my Facebook page about black people still can vote. This woman explained it a lot. Let's listen to it.
Now completed gutting of the Voting Rights Act by striking down Section 2 makes one thing very clear. It makes one thing very clear about what the government, the fascists in charge of the Supreme Court are afraid of. And it's not class solidarity. They're afraid of the black vote. They've always been afraid of the black vote. In her dissent, Elena Kagan said, the Voting Rights Act has been repeatedly and overwhelmingly reauthorized by the people's representatives in Congress. Section 2 is the section that banned any voting rule, map, or law that discriminates based on race. It's the part of the 1965 Voting Rights Act that ensured Black, Latino, Native, and other minority voters had an equal chance to elect candidates of their choice. This is all surrounding a case that stemmed from Louisiana creating a second majority black congressional district. Civil rights groups said it was needed to reflect the state's population, which is 1/3 black. A group of white voters sued, claiming it was racial gerrymandering. The majority opinion from Samuel Alito overrules the 1982 reauthorization of the VRA, finding that there must be evidence of intentional racial discrimination to show the district lines discriminate against voters of color, which is extremely difficult to prove. He also adds a series of new tests to the law that will similarly make it nearly impossible for states to draw majority-minority districts. They feel that their way to ensuring that they can essentially steal these elections is to suppress the black vote. They know that the poor white voter will always vote against their own self-interest in service of racism. They always have, and they continue to do that right now. Black voters have historically and consistently saved the lower and middle class from themselves by voting in their interest, in their best interest, on behalf of the best interest of everyone else. And by disenfranchising black voters, they can continue their assault on democracy with far more ease.
Can't say it no better than that. Can't say it. Let me tell you something right here. The simple fact is, what we seeing now is what our parents or grandparents dealt with in the 60s. That's basically what it is. What they dealt with in the 60s, the racism at the all-time high. See, it is known that there's more white people in this country than black people. It is. Now, I don't know, there's more white people than it is minority people, people with black and brown skin. But someday there's going to be a time there's going to be more black and brown people in this country than white people. And they're afraid of it. They are very afraid of it. Because they're afraid that happened. What they done to other races, they think that black and brown people are going to do the same thing to them. And they're afraid. That's why you see all these changes, all these rights, all these things you have Republicans and Donald Trump trying to do. They trying to limit that. They trying to stop that. And when you have people that deny it, say it ain't racism, overlooking what Republicans doing when gutting the health care, taking the voting rights out, gerrymandering the states to fix the election for them. What the Supreme Court doing? If y'all overlooking that, then y'all part of the problem. Y'all racist yourself. And then my black people who jigabooing, because the fact is your mind's so much of a slave. That's all it is. I'm not going to sit here and be quiet about it or sit there. I can't, do what I could do. But when I did start doing videos like this, I want people to watch and I want people to listen to say, bro, look what's going on in this country, bro. This country's going back to the 50s and 60s. That's when they think America was great again. When the white man was in total power and everybody else had, bro, since Trump got in the White House, it favored more than the wealthy, not just the white people. It favored the wealthy, the rich, the corporation, the jobs. It favored them more than the people. Because that's the way they think. That's the way they feel. And what they could do to stay in power. Oh, we got to fix the election. We got to have it so the people, especially black people, votes don't count. And the question I want to ask y'all, if they can get after us, who else they gonna hit? They're gonna hit the white women. They're gonna hit y'all next. They're gonna hit everybody else till they show turn around and be in total control. That's why I say vote. You got to vote no matter what. You got to vote days out because they going after everybody who is not in their good old boy club. And the only way they do put you at the table because they're trying to shut you up. They're trying to calm you down. They're trying to get you getting in line. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Y'all like, share, hit the bell notification. I'm out.